Yo, what's up, man? It's the homie Ace Hood checking in, and this is Voices. Trust the process means trust. That's like trust your journey. I feel like trust the process to me means, about trusting the journey, about trusting yourself, trusting what it is that you're feeling, trusting what it is that you're feeling, keeping faith through that process, you know. Yeah, but mainly just like trusting yourself and like trusting the journey mainly, you know what I'm saying? For me, it was about trusting myself mainly. I think this whole process largely has been about like trusting myself, right? Because I think earlier on in my career, I know earlier on in my career, I had ideas and stuff like that, but I never shared. Just throughout the whole process of my life, I felt like, because I grew up with a mother that was she had such a large voice, right? So I was used to dynamics with people in my life that had large voices that, in a sense, like overpowered mine, you know? So that was one of the scenarios, and I think when I moved, kind of being with my mother and that whole thing in my childhood and stuff, I never really shared, but I had ideas, I had all these thoughts and things that I wanted to do. And then I moved from that dynamic to another dynamic that was similar. It's being in my older situation, and you know, Cal having such a large voice. And again, like, I'm having these thoughts and ideas and stuff like that, but I never shared it because I never felt it was cool to share or something like that. So largely what made me want to step into it more was just like, you know what, I started exercising, you know what, I need to trust myself more. And just be who I wanted to truly be at the end of the day, which was being a better person. So for me to do that, and I felt like for my music to get better, I just had to switch ideas in the way that I looked at things. So yeah, a large part of it was just me being able to trust that and understand what was being asked of me. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, if that makes sense. Trust the process one, which was very scary for me, man. Very, very scary. I don't know if people really know that. Just because like that was me truly stepping into myself. Like, you know, like it's like me walking into that door and like, let me see what's gonna happen. Let me see if people gonna really like me or really, you know what I mean, take to me like that. So it was just a reintroduction of who I truly am and what I want people to know me as opposed to what I was known for in the past. So that was just the reintroduction to let people know where I am, that I'm open, I'm exercising new ideas and like my whole spirituality and newfound relationship and happiness and self-happiness and love. So that's what Trust the Process 1 was, you know, and me like experimenting. Trust the Process 2 was me living in it, like me exercising those beliefs and like becoming that thing now, you know what I'm saying? Like it's just honing that thing. So before, if it was kind of like all over the place, now it's kind of like, whoa, whoa, okay. Like we got a little bit more balance with this now. So Trust the Process 2, that's what that was. I was like, man, I want to give people more of me now. Okay, y'all rocking with that? Now let me tap in a little more and give it to you, you know, but still give it to you in a way that's receptive and not like too far off where it's like, oh, he's just too preachy, but it's like, nah, you're gonna bob your head to it, but you're gonna be like, wait, did he just meditate? Am I being fed and nourished? My mind, like, you know, subconsciously, you don't even know that I'm sprinkling it in there, you know, so that's what TTP is, just more of me just honing this energy that I have. Probably nobody panic. Nobody panic, I would say. Because nobody panic is also a response to people like maybe thinking about Ace probably was in a bad space or Ace was done wrong by his past situation. You know what I'm saying? Or like maybe Ace was going through something or like, you know what I mean? Like maybe I feel hurt or whatever people may thought in their, you know, think in their mind. But that's just confirmation to let people know, like, just so y'all know, in the midst of me going through my cycle, yes, it was very tough and a lot of emotional nights through when I went through that roller coaster of just trying to separate myself from my past and stuff like that. So But in a place now, like, it's been the most liberating space ever, bro. Like, I've really been living a very amazing life. I've allowed myself to live a very amazing life. And for me, I didn't panic. During this whole situation, it's just I've been calm, clearing my mind, and nobody panicked. You know what I'm saying? Like, I had my struggles, we had our troubles, but everybody managed around me. Like, we might have disconnected at some point. Well, even with friends and stuff, things got hazy because I became, as I started exercising these ideas and stuff, I became more closed off in sense of solely protection. So some friends that I've had relationships with, like, things kind of started to disconnect, but I had to reconnect those relationships. You know what I'm saying? So that's what nobody panic was. It's just like, look, we ain't panic, man. Like, God is good. Still moving forward, still an animal, just training my mind, training my body, training my soul, constantly feeding myself. So, yeah. You need a cosign. I'm on a mission, it's go time. Started to feel like a Voltron. I treat the flow like a gold mine. Drop a record, make the headlines. Fourth quarter, it was crunch time. In the field like a landmine. Give me the ball, coach. Kyrie Irving with the handles. Must flex for the camera. Money dancing like hammer. Jesus walking on water. Country boy, I'm so Florida. Think it's time to reorder. Glowing like I'm immortal. Like, that's still letting people know, like it's even that bar, like, yeah, that's just letting people know, like, that it ain't changed. Like, the glow up is very much real. You know what I'm saying? And even the top of that verse is just like, don't understand them through playing. Take off the top like a Tarzan. Like, we make it happen, we all win. Raising my levels, get tuned in. Like, that alone is just letting people know, like, I'm still very much in that space of hunger. You know what I mean? Like, still in that mode of just beast mode, but just on a higher frequency. Trust the process too, man. Undefeated. Go get it, go get it, go get it, go get it. Support it, support it.